progressive level mat work class. Today's class is actually inspired by the reformer, so let's begin. So let's set our feet to begin with hip and shoulder distance apart. Turn your palms to the front of your space and grow as tall as you can through your spine. Let's take an inhale as we float the hands to the sky. Turn the palms outwards, exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, turn the palms forward, lift the arms up. And then turning the palms wide, releasing the arms down. One more time. And exhale, releasing. Start to drop the chin, rolling the spine forward, starting with a few standing roll downs here. Check in with the body, breath in, breath out, rolling the spine all the way up. So as you're moving through your roll downs, let's focus on sequential movement. So the neck, the mid back, the lower back, moving from the hips. And then as we're coming back up, we start from the hips, then move through the lower back, the mid, the upper, and then the head is the last. 2 more times. Inhale, dropping the chin. Exhale, rolling the spine, coming all the way down. Breath in as we hold, and then breath out as you're rolling your spine up. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale, dropping the chin, rounding, coming all the way down. Inhaling as we hold at the bottom, and then exhaling as we're coming all the way to the top. Now bring both of your feet together, squeeze the legs together, turn the palms to face the back of the room this time, and then let's inhale as we lower, coming into a squat. Exhale as we press back up, inhaling as we lower, exhale as we're coming back up. So mimicking here the leg and footwork on the reformer. Inhale, lower, exhale, press. We've got 4 more. Keeping the chest nice and high, and let's make sure knees are behind the toes there. Last 2. And last 1 there. Now separating the feet roughly hip and shoulder distance apart, and then continue the movement. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Always using that first 1 to 2 squats to check technique. So knees again behind toes, and we're taking the bottom back as if we're sitting on a chair behind us. Chest is lifted. We're inhaling as we lower, exhale, we press, and we've got 3 more. 4, 2. Last 1. Now let's bring the feet into a V position. So heels together, toes apart. Ever so slightly come off of the heels so that you feel heavier on the toes. And then we continue. So inhale as we lower, exhale as we press. So knees will be slightly more forward of the toes this time. Squeeze the heels together, but let's keep that lift of the chest. And for 5, for 4, last 3, and 2, last 1. And then taking the feet a little wider, not necessarily turned out, but just wider than your own hips. Slight turnout would be ideal. And then we're inhaling as we lower, exhale as we press. So feeling the weight of the body in the heels. Taking the tailbone heavy to the floor and the chest up high towards the sky there. We've got 4 and 3, 4, 2, last 1. Now keeping that same position, put the body weight more into your toes, heels are slightly lifted, and we continue. So again, the knees will go past the toes on this exercise, but just make sure that your chest is still lifted there. Inhale, lower, exhale, press, and we've got 4 to go. And 3, 2, and last 1, relaxing there. Now let's come down onto our mat. Lay down onto your back. Set your feet hip and shoulder distance apart roughly, and we'll move through a few pelvic curls. So we're pressing the hands into the mat. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, starting at your hips, rolling them under and up off the mat. Breathe in and breathe out, releasing the spine down. Now let's continue moving through with the pelvic curls. Focusing here on the heels pulling towards the bottom so that it feels like the work is in the legs. And that'll be a combination of the hamstrings at the back of the legs and the bottom, so the glutes. And just keep this tempo going as you're moving through. And if you mix up the breath, don't worry, just come back to the breath cycle each time that I cue it. But the most important thing is that you're breathing as we're moving. And so from here, we exhale, we roll the spine up. We inhale, we hold at the top, and then exhale as we melt the spine down. One more time there, just finish warming up through the spine. Now let's take the arms slightly wider than our mat. Legs will come up to a tabletop position there, feet squeezed together. Let's spine twist, taking the knees to the left-hand side. Breathe in and breathe out as you center. Inhale, knees go to the right. And exhale back to the center. So warming up still through the spine. So taking our spine through rotation. Let's intend on keeping our ribcage heavy on the floor. It won't completely stay flat, but let's, each time we come back to the center, think of melting the ribcage a little heavier down onto the mat. And you've got one more to each side there. Just for a short moment, hugging the knees into the chest, lift the head, neck and shoulders away from the floor. And then let's release both of our legs out long, taking the hands back behind us. Squeeze your legs together and let's keep the rib cage down on the floor. Inhaling, exhale, chest lift, and we pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more breaths there. Keep squeezing the legs nice and tight. Lift the chest. Pausing the arms, releasing the body. Take the hands back, but keep the rib cage down. Inhaling. Exhale, chest lift. Float the right leg off the floor. Reach it forward and pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more breaths. Keep lifting. 2 more breaths. Last one. Now let's reach forward towards the foot and release the leg, release the upper body. Last side, inhale. Exhale, chest lift, float the left leg, and we pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more breaths. 2. Last one there. Pausing the arms, reach forward and relax the body the whole way down. Let's interlace the fingers, hands go back behind the head. Float the legs into a tabletop position. Flexing the feet, bringing the knees in towards your chest. Breathe out, extend the legs long to 45 degrees. Breathe in as you bend the knees. Breathe out, extend. Breathe in, bend the knees. Now you might like to come up into a chest lift as you're working through the legs. And we have 4. Press and return for 3 and 2. Last one. Now separate the knees, heels are together, toes are apart. Same thing, exhale, stretch the legs up. Inhale as you bend. Exhale, press. Inhale as you bend. Keep moving through with your legs. Squeezing the heels together, perhaps the chest is down, or maybe you stay up in the chest lift there. And we have for 3, for 2, and last one. Hugging the knees into the chest there and releasing for a short moment. Hands go to the back of your thighs, flick your feet, roll yourself up to a seated position. Hands wrap the front of your legs and move the feet closer to your bottom. Come into a rounded position and inhale as we roll. Exhale as we balance. Inhale, roll. Exhale, balance. You can stay in this position, or maybe the hands go to the back of the thighs with the feet lifted. Feeling the massage sensation through the spine, trying to get each part of the spine to have an opportunity to actually roll along the floor there. Checking that the head's not touching the mat and we're rolling just to the tip of the shoulder blades. Last two. Last one. From here, release yourself back down, stay in your chest lift, knees come into the chest and arms go long by the side of the body. Now inhale, bend your elbows. Exhale, extend the arms, extend the legs. Inhale, bend the elbows and the knees. Exhale as you extend the legs. We've got 4 to go. And 3. For 2. Now last one, we're sending everything long. Hands go behind the head, hold it there, and let's scissor switch the legs. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come back together, bend the knees, release the head, neck and shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, chest lift, send the legs long. Open, close the legs and release the body down. Breathe out, chest lift up, quick open, close, bend the knees, release the body down. We've got 4 to go, quick open, close of the leg. Make it small and dynamic for 3 and release. Coming up for 2 and release. Last time. Releasing the knees, bringing the hands to the side of your body and releasing the feet to the floor. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, press your hips straight up into a bridge. Inhale as you release. Exhale, press up, lift. Inhale as you release. Press up, hold the position. Balance into your left leg. Make sure the rib cage is heavy and extend the right leg to the sky, holding it there. Now the toes are going to start pointed, hands are still pressing. Inhale, lower your leg, flex the foot, raise the leg. Point the toes to lower, flex to raise. We've got 6, keep it moving. And 5, for 4, and 3, for 2. Last one, leg goes to the sky, hold it there, stay with me. Release the spine down bone by bone and relax the right leg. Breath in. Breath out, rolling the spine up. Hold it there. Balance into the right side, soften your ribs and extend the left leg to the sky. Point the toes there. Inhale, lower the leg, flex the foot, raise. Point to lower, flex to raise. 6 to go. And lift. For 5. And 4. For 3. 2. Last one, lift to hold it there. Release the spine down, bone by bone. And let's hug the knees into the chest. Hands wrap the back of your thighs, flick your feet, roll yourself to a seated position. Cross your ankles and let's come over to an all-4 position there. Spacing out through the hands, knees under the hips, tucking your toes, and let's take an inhale. Exhale, wrap the tail, round the lower back and allow the head to go heavy. Breath in. Breath out, release the bottom, roll through the spine, float the face. Keep going with your cat stretch there. Swap the do around. And last time through. Now from here, walk your hands a bit closer to your legs and then put a lot of your body weight back in towards the heels. Now what you're going to notice is that my bottom's not touching the heels, so you're going to do the same. Now let's inhale here, exhale, round the lower back, inhale, release the lower back. Exhale, round the lower back and release the lower back. So start that motion from your tailbone. And just as you're rounding your back, lightly squeeze in the abdominals. And then we're going to hold that rounding position through the spine there. Breath in. Breath out. Lift the knees off the floor, but keep all your body weight into your legs so there's less in your hands. Release the knees down. And then reset by rounding. Breath in. And then breath out. Hover the knees. Hold at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, releasing the knees. Breath in, breath out, hover the knees, hold at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing, ready to add on. We inhale. Exhale, hover the knees, hold it. Left knee comes in and we send it just out. And in, out, in, out. One more. Release the foot and relax the body there. So weight will be quite equal when we're doing the single leg between the hands and the one leg that's on the floor. Now breathing in here, reset. Breath out, hover the knees, hold it. Pull the right knee in, send it away, and in and away, in and away for 2. Last one. And then release the foot, untuck the toes, finding your rest pose position there. Walking the hands up towards the knees. Now this next part, you can do this with or without hand weights. I've just got some 1 kilo hand weights. So you're going to lift up onto the knees. And what you're looking for here is that we don't have any fold in the hip. We're pressing the hips forward and the tailbone is down towards the floor there, so we feel activity in the back of the legs. Now once you've got that set up, arms go by the side of your body. Inhaling, floating the arms out wide. Exhaling, releasing the arms down. Inhale wide and exhale, releasing it down. So when you're doing this movement, I want you to think of one energy line from the knees to the crown of the head. So we're tall through our body. And then the second line is our fingertips are trying to stretch wide to the sides of the room. So crown of the head to the sky, and then fingertips to the outside of the room there. Let's go for 2 more. I'm a little bit puffed. All this talking and moving at once. And let's go for 1 more there. Oof. And releasing down. Now I'm just going to turn for this next part. So if we start with our hands out in front of us, tailbone is tucked under. Breathe in, breathe out, pull the arms back. Breathe in, float the arms up. Exhale, pull the arms back. Breathe in, float the arms up. 2 more. Pull the arms back and float the arms up. Last one. Holding once the hands come back to the top, turning your palms in this time. Bringing the arms back, palms are in, and raising the arms up. And back, and raising the arms up. 2 more. Last one. Taking the hands forward, turning the palms up. Arms are slightly lower than your shoulders. Exhale, bicep curl. Inhale as you return. Exhale, bicep curl. Inhale, return. We've got 6. 5. And 4. Keep tucking the tailbone under. 3. And 2. Last one, hold the bicep curl but ease off slightly. It's going to turn back to face you again. This time, can we exhale, widen the elbows, inhale, return, and widen the elbows, and return. We've got 6, and return. Try and keep those elbows up for 5, and 4, for 3, 2, and last one there. Releasing the hand weights if you have them. Now if we can, from here, step our right foot forward, coming into a lunge position there. Check that the front foot is behind or in front of your knee there, so that you can actually see your toes, rather than it being, for example, like that where the foot's quite close to you. So a bit of space. Sink the body down, hands go down onto your leg, and then lift up through the chest. So what you're after here is a stretch down the front of your thigh on the left-hand side if you've got your right leg forward. Keep lifting up tall, and then let's begin to slow down the breath a little bit here. Gently breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Few more breaths. Last one. Now bring the hands down towards the mat there. Send the right leg in front of you into a lengthened position and just lift up through your chest. Just keep holding, keep breathing. So with the hamstring stretch, it's not necessary to have your legs straight, but do try and straighten or lengthen your spine so that you're not in a rounded position. What we're trying to do here is to target the hamstring by taking the lower back out of the stretch. 2 more breaths. Now bend the front knee, press yourself back, swapping your sides, left foot comes forward, give yourself again lots of space, sinking down about halfway, hands on the leg there and lift up tall through your chest. Tailbone goes heavy. And let's slow down the breath as we're holding here. One more slow deep breath. Now the hands come down onto the floor. Again, let's keep our spine straight as a priority and then start to lengthen the leg. Again, your knee doesn't necessarily have to be straight. That just depends on your flexibility in your hamstring. Focus again on keeping your spine as lengthened as possible so that we're targeting the hamstring and not the lower part of your back. And just a few more moments here. And then let's start to bend the knee and bring yourself up. And then you might like to be towards more the top end of your mat. Bring the hands down so they're underneath your shoulders. And we just want to check here that the index finger is pointing forward, that our fleshy parts of the arms are looking in towards each other and we're lifting out of our shoulders. Now step the right leg back to begin with, toes are tucked, inhale. And then exhale, step the left leg back so you're in your front support position. Wrap your tail between your bottom cheeks and abdominals are on. Now let's inhale here. And then exhale, scoop up the waist and begin to pike your hips towards the sky there. Reach the sit bones to the sky, keep pressing into the hands and energize the heels towards the floor. Breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, raise to your tippy toes, round your back and roll yourself back through to your front support position. Keep holding. And then scoop up through the belly, take the hips back. Sit bones to the sky, heels towards the floor. Raise to the tippy toes, curve or round the hips, tucking the tail and rolling yourself back forward. Tummy is up, crown of the head is long, heels are stretching back. Now this time, as we're piking the hips, we're going to hold the pike but take the left leg up to the sky. Hold it there. With the leg that's up to the sky, start to pulse it for 5 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Release the left leg slowly to the mat. Keep raising to the tippy toes, roll your hips under and come back to your front support. Keep holding. As we begin to press back again, this time it's the right leg that goes to the ceiling, holding your arabesque here. And then we pulse the leg up for 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Releasing the foot down slowly, slowly. Raise to the tippy toes, roll the body forward, coming back into your front support position. Now from here, focus on the feet. So we're inhaling. We're going to push forward through the feet. So we go over our own wrists, and then we come back into the heels. And again, exhale, go forward over the wrists and return. Now if this is really strong on your wrist, you can reduce the range slightly by not going as far forward. And we have for 3, for 2, last 1, piking the hips one last time and walking out your feet. Start to step step the feet slowly towards the top end of your mat and just come down into a cross-legged position. Now once you get there, send your feet out in front of you and let the legs be quite far in front. Still have a knee bend, and let's lift our toes off the floor as if both of our feet are pressing up against a brick wall. Start with your arms in a genie position. Hands are below your shoulders. Now let's say the right hand's on top, for example. We're going to press that down and then the underhand presses up, so we're quite active in the arms. Now inhale as we're holding. And then exhale, start at your tailbone. So we curve or we roll that under. We roll our spine back and you just go down to as far as you feel comfortable. The further back, the more challenge. Breathe in, hold, and then breathe out, go forward. The elbows will need to reach a little bit there. And then re-step your spine up tall. Swap the position of your arms. Breathe in, grow tall. Breathe out, wrap your tail, roll your spine back. Smile, it feels a lot better. Inhale, exhale, curve. Come all the way to the top, re-step. And then let's swap the arms again. Breath in, breath out, roll the hips. Breathe in, pause. That's the important part here, this hold. Breathe out, curve forward. And re-stacking the spine again. Let's swap the arms. Breath in, breath out, roll the hips back. Inhale, pause. Exhale, dive. And re-lengthen the spine one more time, or one more set through. Roll it back. Inhale, hold. Exhale, curve. Bend from underneath the ribs. And re-stack. Last time, swap the arms and roll the body back. And re-stack the spine. Now let's cross the arms over our torso. Grow tall through our spine. And I want you this time to keep your spine really lengthened, imagining that the top of the head is trying to touch the sky there. With the lower part of the back, we do want to be slightly rounded, but we hold whatever shape we start in. Now, imagining that we're pivoting from the hips here. So we're inhaling, we're taking ourselves back, and we're looking for a little tremble in our body. As soon as we find that tremble, we make our way back up to the top. Now, when we work through this exercise, often our head will try to pull forward to get us out of the work here. So what we want to do instead is push the head back in space, keeping it in line with the spine if possible, so that we're actually getting stronger using the weight of our head. 4 to go. Inhale back and exhale up. For 3, for 2, last one. Once you come back to the top, interlace the fingers. Hands go behind the head and the head presses into the hands. Elbows are slightly forward. I will just spin with this one so you can see what's going on. Think really tall through your spine and then feel both of your bottom cheeks quite anchored into the floor there. Now, as we inhale, we take a side bend one way. You choose. Exhale as we center. Inhale, side bend the opposite way. And exhale to the center. So you'll notice that I'm not actually bending very far. And that's quite deliberate because what we're aiming for is that our sit bones don't come away from the floor. So as you're side bending, can we anchor through the bottom? Think rather of how tall you can grow rather than how much can you bend. Last set. Coming back into the center. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for cross-legged. So if you want to come into cross-legged, by all means, otherwise you can stay with your legs out long. Now let's inhale here and then exhale, twist one way. Again, you choose. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist the opposite way. And center. Keep pressing the head in the hands as we twist. And center. Head in the hands as we twist. And center. 2 more to each side. Last set. And last one there. Coming back into the center, and let's release the arms down. Laying onto your tummy from here. Let's squeeze in a sneaky thigh stretch here after all that hip flexion. So if we can have our right hand underneath the forehead, reach back for your left foot, and let's bring the heel to the bottom there, stretching out your thigh. And swapping the sides over. And let's release it here. Now with the arms, if you can bring your arms as if you're about to do a cobra, but rather than have the arms wide, have them on your mat. Allow your nose to hover just off the floor. And then let's anchor through the hips. So make that your stable part and try and keep the hips anchored the whole time through. Now let's inhale, hover the chest and float the arms. Exhale, release the body down. So think of just lifting through that top part of your body. So from the back of the neck down to your mid-back, bra line area. Re-anchor through your hips. So you want to check in with that from time to time so that you feel the work in the upper back and not sneaking down to that lower part of your back. Now let's lift and hover and hold it there. Point your elbows up towards the ceiling without touching the floor with your hands. Send your hands all the way back to the side of your body and turn your palms inwards. Make fists with your hands, lift your chest and lift the arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the fingers go long. Circle your arms all the way forward, coming all the way down, and then bend your elbows back to that first position that we had. So hands aren't on the floor and the chest is quite low, hips are anchored. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, release the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release the body. Now let's inhale, lift and hold. Bend the elbows, point them up to the sky, send your hands back long. Turn the palms in, make fists, and lift the chest. This time we press up for 10. Anchor your hips. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Open the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Release your body down. Right ear finds the mat. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in, lift the chest. The arms turn the face. Left ear finds the mat. Relax. Lift up through the body, this time hold. Re-anchor your hips, lift the legs and swimming the legs there. Open up through the collarbones, turn your palms inwards. Stay active in the arms. And we have for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing the body. Hands find the mat. Press yourself back and coming into your rest pose there. Coming to the top end of your mat. Separate your hands shoulder distance apart. Send the legs back, coming into your front support position. Now the right hand, you're going to step into the middle of the mat. Swivel your feet, so your feet are facing forward and coming up onto your one arm with the left arm up to the sky there. Now squeeze both of your legs together. Then we lower our top arm as we inhale, lowering the hip. Look towards your feet. Exhale as you lift your body. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift the body. One more. And lift the body. Left hand comes back down. Swivel your feet. Come back to your front support position to start with. Left hand comes into the middle. Swivel your feet. Right arm goes to the sky. Inhale, lower the hips, look to your feet. Exhale, lift. Squeeze the legs together as you lower. Exhale, lift. One more. and lift. Right arm comes back down. Come back to your front support position. Breathe in, breathe out, pike the hips. Hold the position. Start to walk your feet slowly, step by step, to the top end of the mat. Again, crossing your ankles. Sending both of your legs out in front of you and laying down onto your mat. Hands go back behind you here. Ready for your teaser. Oof. Now we squeeze the legs together, reach the legs forward. We inhale, chest lift, exhale, roll all the way up to our teaser. We inhale, we hold, arms could raise a little there. We exhale, we release it all the way down. And again, inhale, chest lift and raise. I might not talk for the next one. Last one. And releasing it all the way down. Well done. Start to relax your body. Let's bring our left foot to the mat. Right ankle goes over the left thigh. And let's scoop up that left leg for a glute stretch there. Relax your body. Well done. Just return the breath back to a relaxed breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Start to slow the breath down if possible. Now on that same side, if you can keep the right ankle over the left one and take the arms wide and just go into a spine twist to the right so that your right ankle ends up on the top of your left leg, and let's hold the spine twist. Perhaps even closing down the eyes, relax for a few moments. Slowly coming back into the center, let's bring both of our knees into our chest, just for a short moment. Right foot finds the mat, left ankle goes on top, and let's scoop up the legs, coming into a glute stretch there. I'm just closing down the eyes if that feels right for you, and let's reconnect to our breath. Release the right foot to the mat, keep the legs as they are, take the legs to the left side. Let's go into our spine twist there. Arms can be nice and wide for this one. Closing down the eyes, relax the body. Slowly coming back into the center, hugging the knees to the chest. Taking both legs up to the sky, pressing the hands into the floor. Just keep the eyes closed down, palms are up, holding the position. Allow the left leg to rest down onto the mat, stretch it out long. Grab the right leg and come into a laying down pigeon stretch. So the left, right ankle will come across to the left shoulder, and then we hug the foot and the knee towards the chest. And you'll notice that this feels slightly different to an actual glute stretch because it moves the stretch a little differently, more in towards the tailbone. I like to play by shifting from side to side just to find where I get the most optimal stretch. So you might like to do that for you as well. And you might find a really tight spot and just hold in that spot. And then let's send both of the legs back up to the sky again. Close the eyes. Although our legs are up and we're having to use muscle activity, try and find as much relaxation as you can. Kind of feels or sounds counterproductive, doesn't it? And then let's release the right leg down, rest it on the floor, and then bringing the left ankle across to the right shoulder, then pull the knee and the foot towards your chest for your pigeon. And again, if you want to play from side to side and just explore as to where you feel the most stretch, and maybe hold that. And then taking both of the legs back up to the sky. Bending the knees, taking the knees in towards the chest. Hands go to the back of the hips and just holding a little mini inversion, stretching the back. Head is heavy, keeping the neck still. And then slowly, slowly rolling all the way onto your bottom. Send the legs out in front of you. Arms go to the sky, maybe bending the knees or keeping your legs straight, and just allow your body to stretch forward for a few moments. Perhaps playing with a straight spine or a round spine. See what feels better for your body. For me, it feels good with a flat back and bent knees, but you might find that your legs feel better straight, or maybe your back feels better rounded, so it's up to you. Start to re-stack your body up tall. Come into a cross-legged position. Guide yourself up to standing. Set your feet hip and shoulder distance apart, and maybe pop the hands on the hips or hands behind the head, up to you. From there, raise to the tippy toes and just walk through your calf. So one knee bends as the other heel presses down. I'm just stretching out the feet. Little tiny bit of balance, not too challenging, just cooling the body down. And then let's raise to the tippy toes, calf raises, exhale up, inhale down. Just going to move slightly so I'm not chopping my own head off so that you can still see me. Last two. And last one. Turn the palms to the front of the room, inhale the arms up. Exhale, release just the right arm and take a side bend over to the right. Inhale both of the arms up, and then take a side bend over to the left arm drops. Inhale both arms up, lower the right arm and side bend to the right. Inhale the arms up and side bend to the left. Raise all the way to the tippy toes, inhale, and exhale, release your body.